so much for joining us today. I know we always get the opportunity to talk So You Think You Can Dance with you, but this is we're going to turn the tables a little bit and sort of ask about your origins of your dance career. Okay. So tell us how it all began for you.
I guess it began when I entered a talent competition. I come from Merseyside, Liverpool, both sides of the River Mersey was producing talent at that point. Of course, the Beatles were there, and all of the sort of 60s groups. But on the other side of the river, at a place called New Brighton, they had a pier, rather like Santa Monica Pier. And they used to host a talent show on there. And I went along there and sang Neil Sedaka songs. So I won one of the heats and went back, was invited back again, and they asked me to go through to the final, which was in a little theatre called the Floral Pavilion. And the girl who beat me, because I came second, the girl who beat me did a song and a tap dance. And I was always interested in tap dance, and I loved the Nicholas brothers that I used to watch, and Sammy Davis Jr. So I love tap dance, I must say. So I went home and I said to my mum and dad, I'd like to go to tap dancing, and I'd like to learn how to play the piano. My dad said, we've only got enough money to either send you to tap dancing or to play the piano. So I chose tap dancing, and strange as it may seem, a year later, after I'd learned to tap dance, I went back in the same competition, and the girl who beat me the year before came back. I did a song and a tap dance, she did a song and a tap dance and a ventriloquist's act with a doll, and she beat me again.
She added a third layer.
It was really annoying, yes. But that's what started my dancing career. I was pretty good as a tap dancer. There weren't that many boys dancing at that point. Thank goodness all my friends from school joined me at the dancing school, because we realized the best looking girls were going to this dancing school. So 4 of them all joined me, and we had a little group that we then went around operatic societies, local operatic societies, and joined in the show because they wanted boy dancers. And here we were, so we turned out to be little stars between the ages of sort of 14 and 16, doing all of these shows. I left school early because my teacher said, you're pretty good at dancing, you should start properly now, get a good grounding in ballet. And then I did every sort of dance that you can imagine. We did all of the European folk dances. We did a thing called classical Greek, which no one's ever heard of over here. It's done in sort of classical Greek dress, I looked a bit like Brad Pitt out of Troy.
That's not a bad comparison.
Yeah, I wish I did. Goodness me, now I look more like a beanstalk. So I did ballroom, and I did everything, which actually inspired So You Think You Can Dance. Because so many people said to me, I'm a dancer. I said, oh, what style do you do? Do you do ballroom? Oh, I don't do ballroom. Do you tap? Oh, no, I can't tap. Well, how can you call yourself a dancer if you can't do everything? And so it was, okay, so you think you can dance? Do this, do this, do this, do this, which, as I say, inspired So You Think You Can Dance.
That's amazing that the seed was planted so early when you really think about it.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I realized pretty early on that I wasn't quite as talented as I thought I was because of the amount of talented people I met along the way. But it was great as well because I could actually do things to show them what I was thinking, and then they could, put their own personality and talent on top of that. And I was 21 at the time.
You're young.
I really hadn't had enough experience, if I'm honest. And I became the choreographer, and I sort of learned as I went along. I learned on the job. I wasn't a great choreographer in the sense that, these beautiful choreographers like Travis Wall, Mia Michaels, feel the music and their bodies do it. I was much more cerebral. I was coming up with ideas to do, which stood me in good stead because a lot of the comedians that had their own shows wanted me to go and help them and stage them and do comedy things, which of course led me into production and direction, which put me on the road that I've sort of ended up on. I think it's the golden age of these incredible programs that we all binge watch nowadays, and I'm excited by it. And to think that we could regenerate that with fame in all forms of talent. It never ceases to amaze me how much talent is out there. and it's thrilling and it's exciting. And as I move into my later years now, I've become vampiric on other people's talent. I love it. I suck it in. Yeah, come on, Shirley, do that again.
That's incredible.
Was it Martha Graham that said dance is the secret language of the soul, the hidden language of the soul? Absolutely. You have to go out there and tell your story without words. And that's exactly what the best dancers do.